I'd like to see some packaging, child-resistant packaging standards for things like spray bottles, because that's really one of the main sources and the containers that the products are in that kids are able to get into. They're very clever little kids, and they see adults, using spray bottles all the time and operating spray bottles. So really do know how to do it, except because they have a smaller hand size than adults and not as much strength, they often end up spraying themselves in the face with the bottle. So they'll use their thumbs to depress the trigger and spray themselves in the eyes or the mouth with the product. So if we had more stringent or some existing child resistant standards for spray bottles, I think that would go a long way. Well, I think parents first would want to either call the national poison number or go to an emergency department right away if they suspect that there's been an ingestion or if of any product. I can't speak to exactly what the protocol would be. I'm not an emergency department physician, but having parents bring the product or knowing what was potentially ingested would be important for treatment. Yeah, so these are products that everybody uses, and they're very common in households. So I think the best strategy for parents and for pediatricians to recommend to parents would be storing all these products safely, which would mean, excuse me, storing them up in a way out of sight of young children, preferably in a locked cabinet or closet. The other strategy would be, we call it stay original, which is keeping those products in the original containers. Then you know what's in it and it has the ingredients on it. And then thirdly, for everyone to save that national poison helpline number in their cell phones. Yeah, so then, as you mentioned, new products have entered the marketplace and do all the time. In 2012, though, we saw the detergent packets or pods enter the consumer space, and they really shot up in terms of kids being injured by those. We saw a really high spike for a few years. It has since started to decline, I think, due to some of the packaging changes and other changes that have been made and maybe the awareness of that product, but we really saw a big spike after that.